And good evening, everybody. Welcome back to X Stadium on the campus of beautiful Wichita State University. Game 2 of the night. Game 1 went to the Santa Barbara Foresters 5-1. They will advance to the championship game on Monday night. Cheney will play the loser of this one tomorrow night. So this will be between the Hutchinson Monarchs out of the Sunflower Collegiate League and the Houston Express out of the Houston Collegiate League. Hutchinson is the visiting team. Here's how they will go. Anthony McKenzie will lead it off and play third base. Jack Segrist will be over at second base and hit second. Hitting third is Tanner White in left field. In the cleanup spot, hitting fourth is Dylan Nedved. He will be at shortstop. Taylor Barber will be the designated hitter and hit fifth. Hitting sixth is Austin Callahan over at first base. Garrett Stevens will do the catching and hit seventh. Hitting eighth is Luke Satori. He will be in center field, and rounding out the order is Clayton Chadwick in right field. Again, that is McKenzie, Segrist, White, Nedved, Barber, Callahan, Stevens, Sartori, and Chadwick. Monarchs are coached by Darren McHugh. Assistant coach is Easton Herring, Matt Jones, and the trainer is Ryan Hilty. Appreciate the Hutchinson Monarch Sports Information Director for bringing me updated stats. Always good to have lots of help. Always had a lot of good hospitality working over in Hutchinson Thursday night's games. We appreciate all the assistance we got over there and the hospitality. We're ready to go. Defensively for Houston, left to right in the outfield, Gales, Gonzalez, and Costco. De Leon over at third base, Jefferson at short, Barfield over at second base, Palsy at first, Rojas doing the catching, and on the mound out of Alvin Community College is Abraham De Leon. Made 2 appearances last spring with a 3.38 ERA. 1 2/3 innings of work here in the tournament. It's given up 7 runs on 7 hits, so he'll try to right the ship tonight here, at least in the tournament. Here is Anthony McKenzie out of Sam Houston State. He'll step in the left side. Monarchs in their powder blue tops and white breeches, gray breeches for the Houston folks, and the blue tops. First pitch is inside at 8:42. We're just about 15 minutes behind schedule, so we will take it. Very, very warm night here at the ballpark. It's inside. Temperature 88, heat index is 95. I can't do a thing with my hair. Wind is south at 16, so we will see if that plays a role later on. 2 balls and no strikes. That's in there for a strike. Your umpires tonight behind the plate, Mike Maserati. Mark Wagers over at first, and in the rocking chair at third, Matt Anderson. And the 2-1 is low. 3 balls and a strike. Santa Barbara remains perfect, 3-0. Finally gave up a run last game. That's low and in, and he'll walk him. So McKenzie is aboard. Leadoff walk for the Monarchs. That'll bring up Jack Segrist out of Wichita State. Have a fair number of Wichita State players, 9 to be exact, playing tonight in this tournament. Little tidbit about the Shockers. Shocker pitcher Liam Eddy is one of 15 pitchers that hasn't given up an earned run yet. Segrist hitting .273 for the season. And the first pitch outside, ball 1. So not the start that Abraham De Leon looking for. Pretty good lead over there. Throw over. He's back in there. Hutchinson earned a share of the SCL title. And the 1-0. Shows bunt, takes a pitch high. It's 2 balls and no strikes. Swung it pretty well this past season. Hit .296 as a team. Hitting .272 as a team here in the tournament. They took care of Hattiesburg at home on Thursday night. That is bunted, popped up. Rojas unable to get there. It's 2-1. Jack Seacrest, second baseman tonight. 2-1, nobody out. McKenzie at first, leadoff walk, top of the first, game 2. Still plenty of time to get out here. Come on out. It's Saturday night, not a school night. That gets away from the first baseman. McKenzie will be down to second base. So Houston not taking care of the baseball, and a runner at second base, nobody out. So you got to wonder if Seagrass might still be bunting. 2 balls and a strike. Shaky start for Abraham De Leon. Two one. That misses outside. Nice fastball at 89. It's 3-1. Monarchs are owned by Kim and Mark Blackham. You're not going to find two better individuals to run an organization. 3-1, runner goes, throw down. Nice dig by De Leon at third base, but he'll steal it. Some stolen base for McKenzie. He's at third base with nobody out. Three balls, 2 strikes, nobody out. Runner at third base. Tanner Wyatt's next. Here's a 3-2. And he got him. Nice fastball at 91. Seacrest will take a seat. There's one away. Here's Tanner Wyatt out of Oklahoma Christian. 263 on the season. Just a smidge better than that, a 286 here in the tournament. Left fielder tonight. He'll step in from the left side. So a right on left matchup. They shade him towards right field. A lot of room in left center. First one in the dirt. 330 down the line here at X Stadium, 375 in the alleys, and 390 to dead center. All artificial surface, no dirt anywhere. Still going to call it a ball in the dirt because a ball in the BBs doesn't make much sense. 1 ball and no strikes. That is fouled away left side. It's 1-1. One game tomorrow night at 6 o'clock. One, maybe 2 on Monday. We'll see how it goes. One ball and 1 strike, 1 out. Top of the first, game 2. 1-1. Just missed. Two one. That is foul straight back. Nice fastball. It's 2-2. Two balls and 2 strikes. De Leon with a sign. Here it is. And inside, 3-2. So De Leon has walked a man and struck out a man. Still one out. Monarchs threatening with a runner at third. And the pitch, that's going to be into left field. That'll get out. So a little flare. And Hutch strikes first. They lead it 1-0. So Wyatt just fisted one into left field. He'll be credited with an RBI. And that'll bring up Dylan Nedved, the cleanup guy. Out of the University of Iowa. .373 on the season. Sunflower Collegiate League All-Star Game MVP. And the first pitch to him. Looked like a curveball catches the inside corner, 0-1. Dylan has been in this program a long time. Always a very consistent player. And the 0-1 is lifted to shallow center. Barfield will go out and get it. And there's two away. And that'll bring up Taylor Barber out of Hutchinson Community College, designated hitter tonight. Having a nice tournament, hitting .357. Two away, one run across, a runner on. 1-0 Hutch, top of the first. Todd Hook here with you, calling the game. Voice of the Hayesville Aviators. And the pitch, just a bit upstairs. 1 ball, no strikes. Wind continues to blow at least 16 to 20 mile an hour out to left field. Was not a home run in the first game. That is swung through and missed. A fastball at 89, 1-1. One ball, one strike. Two away. Fifth man to bat in the inning. And the 1-1 is in there, 1-2. Looked like a 12-6 curveball. 1-2, two away. Abraham trying to get out of it. And the pitch, and it's fouled back. 1-2. So we have Parker De Leon over at third base and Abraham De Leon on the mound. So we'll just refer to the pitcher as Abraham. How's that? One ball, two strikes. Time is called. Nice crowd here on a Saturday night. This is exactly what the city needs. One and two, runner goes. And he looks like he's hung up. Throw behind him, and he's picked off. So Tanner Wyatt will be picked off. Looked like it was a fake steal that got away from him. And they threw behind him, picked him off, and that'll do it. We've played a half an inning, 1-0 Hutch. This is the 86th NBC World Series powered by Evergy. We'll be right back. And welcome back. We go to the bottom half of the first, 1-0 Hutchinson. Here's how the Houston Express will go. Devon Gales will lead it off and play left field. Jacob Gonzalez will be hitting second and play center field. Court Costco will play right field and hit third. In the cleanup spot is the catcher, Julian Rojas. Andrew Palsy will hit fifth and play first base. Parker De Leon will be over at third and hit sixth. Hitting seventh is JoJo Barfield. He will be over at second base. The designated hitter, Juan Sanchez, will hit eighth. And rounding out the order is Miles Jefferson at shortstop. Again, that is Gales, Gonzalez, Costco, Rojas, Palsy, De Leon, Barfield, Sanchez, and Jefferson. Defensively, for Hutch, left to right in the outfield is White, Sartori, Chadwick, McKenzie at third base, Nedved at short, Segrist over at second base, Callahan at first, Stevens doing the catching, and out of Wichita State, it will be Ryan Stumfick. Here is Devon Gales. First pitch swing, and that is in there for a base hit just inside the line in left field. That'll rattle around in the corner and into second base, turning it hard is Gales, and he will be in there. That was almost a disaster in left field. Wyatt able to finally corral it. That gets by him one more time. That's probably inside to Parker. Stumfig has appeared in one game in the tournament. He's thrown 2 innings. He's given up a hit and no runs. 8 1/3 innings of work this past summer. He was 2-0. No earned runs. So here's Jacob Gonzalez. First pitch is foul. Stumfig made 7 appearances for the Shockers last spring. He was 1-0 with a 1.93 ERA. So no balls and a strike to Jacob Gonzalez out of Houston Baptist. Hitting .400 for the tournament. Corners are in. And the pitch squares and bunted foul. A lot of time guys will try to be moving towards first base while they're bunting the baseball. That is not a sacrifice situation. Really don't have time to get me started on bunting. Usually have to be medicated. No balls and 2 strikes to Gonzalez. And the pitch. Nice change of pace from Stumfig, and he'll strike him out. 1 away. So here's Court Costco out of Alvin Community College. Express is coached by Robert Van Nieuwenhuizen. Very nice gentleman. Spent a little time with him the other day over at Hutch. First pitch to Costco in there at the letters. Strike 1. Last action for Costco was 2019 with Rhodes College. Played in 7 games, hit a .167. Hitting .375 here for the tournament. That is squirted foul right side. Doing everything he can to get the ball to the right side. One out, 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes. Just missed inside. Big crowd of Hutch contingent here. They're not so sure about that one. 1 and 2, they love their Monarchs. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out. And a nice change of pace. A change up at 82. And Costco will take a seat. There's 2 away. Second strike out of the ball game. We're in the bottom half of the first. 1-0 Monarchs. Here's the cleanup guy, Julian Rojas, out of Alvin Community College. Hit .314 in 22 games this spring before things come to a screaming halt. Did have a homer. Little excuse me swing, foul ball, strike 1. Hitting .313 here in the tournament. No balls and a strike. 2 away. Runner at second base. And the pitch. That is through the left side for a base hit. They're going to send the runner. Here is the throw to the plate. It is up the line and a bit late. And we're tied. So Gales will score. And it's 1-1. So here's Andrew Palsy out of Western Kentucky, first baseman today. Rojas at first. We're tied at 1, bottom of the first, 2 away. And he swings and misses at a 93-mile-an-hour fastball, and it's 0-1. Express hitting .287 as a team in the tournament, giving up 4.2 runs per game. That's outside, 1-1. Stumpig will go to the bag. And he's ready. 1-1 inside. 2 balls and a strike. Had a little late life on it. I thought maybe it caught the inside corner. It was very close. 2-1. It swung on and missed. Looked like he took a little bit off. And it's 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Rojas at first base. 1 run across. We're tied. And that's low and away. It's full. So Rojas will be off with the pitch. Count is full to Andrew Palsy. And that is in the dirt. Stevens can't find it. Around second, into third. The throw, safe. So Stevens had a little difficult time locating the baseball. And good base running by Rojas. He's around to third. Stevens did throw a strike to third. Looked really close. Umpire right on top of it. So walk to Palsy. And that'll bring up Parker De Leon. Runners at the corners, 2 away. De Leon out of Texas Southern. And the pitch. Popped up left side. Nedved going out. White coming in. It'll be White. And that'll do it. So Houston will leave a couple. They get 1. We've played 1. We're all tied at 1. This is the 86th World Series, powered by Evergy. We'll be right back. Hey, welcome back. We go to the top of the second. We have a 1-1 ball game. Each team scored one in the first frame. So 5, 6, and 7 scheduled for the Monarchs. It'll be Barber, Callahan, and Stevens. Abraham out for inning number 2. Here is Taylor Barber out of Hutchinson Community College. Boy, had a nice season. Hit .336. And hitting .357 here in the tournament, so swinging it well. We'll see if that continues. Off-speed pitch, misses low, ball 1. Appreciate everybody tuning in. 1 ball and no strikes. That catches the outside corner. Pretty pitch at 91 from Abraham, and it's 1-1. Shoot us a tweet at @HookBats. We love to hear from you. Here's the 1-1. Off-speed pitch through the left side for a base hit, so Barber is aboard. Second inning in a row, the Monarchs have the leadoff man aboard. So Barber 1 for 1. That'll bring up Austin Callahan out of Hutchinson Community College. .286 in the Sunflower Collegiate League. He's the first baseman tonight. He will step in from the left side. Here's the 1-1. Outside. Excuse me, it's 1-0. 1-1 ball game, 2 hits apiece. Throw over. Boy, almost got away. Pretty good hands over there by Palsy. First baseman need good hands and good feet. Sometimes good feet are overlooked. Throw over. Almost got him. So Barber pretty active on his lead. He has all of Abraham's attention. And the 1-0. That's in there for a strike. It's 1-1. Pretty good spot there by Abraham. Throw back over. Abraham with a little mustard on it over to first base. And the 1-1 misses wide. 2 balls and a strike. I got him. Well, my apologies on the umpires. The plate is Rick Allen, Matt Anderson at first, and Mike Maserossi over at third. My apologies. Had the rotation backwards, so that is corrected now. 2 balls and 2 strikes to Callahan. Don't know what I'd do without Frank Martinez. Two balls and 2 strikes. It's going to miss inside. Nice stop by Rojas, able to smother it. Boy, these catchers do a great job of blocking baseballs. You want to learn how to do it, come out and watch these guys. 3-2, way high. So the second walk issued by Abraham, and it's first and second, and still nobody out. So that'll bring up Garrett Stevens. Stevens doing the catching tonight out of Fort Hays. Wind continues to blow out to left field. Shows bunt. First baseman Palsy was in his hip pocket. Stevens hit .267 this last summer. Always good to hear from my good buddy Bart out in the Oklahoma Panhandle. I assume it's still Saturday out there. Shows bunt. Runner goes, and the throw down to third, safe. So a good slide by Taylor Barber. Looked like the throw was there in plenty of time. He just avoided the tag. De Leon is going to argue. Coach V is going to come out and talk about it. So Coach Van Nieuwenhuizen out of the dugout. They are going to discuss it. Ball was there in plenty of time. The tag applied, but it looks like he tried to tag his left arm, but his right arm, pulled his left arm in, his right arm was on the bag. So it's a pretty quick discussion. Coach Van Nieuwenhuizen appears to be, well, he's somewhat satisfied. Satisfied as you could possibly get. Well, it's no balls and a strike to Stevens. Barber with a stolen base. And the Monarchs have runners at the corners with nobody out. And the 0-1 is outside. 1 ball and 1 strike. Still nobody out. Couple of walks and a strikeout by Abraham. And that misses low and away. It's 2-1. So command and issue for Abraham De Leon. They play Stevens near the line and right. A lot of room in right center. Gonzalez shaded a little bit towards left field. That's upstairs, and he'll walk him. So they're loaded. Third walk of the game issued by Abraham De Leon. So De Leon into some trouble. Here's Luke Satori, center fielder. Two hits for the Monarchs, 2 for the Houston Express. Here's Satori out of Hutch. .261 on the season. Off-speed pitch is in there for a strike. Well, we'll see if De Leon can get out of this mess. Corners are in. They are back in the middle. Looks like they will concede the run in the middle. And the off-speed pitch squirted foul right side. Nice foot save by the Hutchinson first base coach. No balls, 2 strikes to the center fielder, Satori. Only hitting .077 for the tournament. That is outside. Pretty good 0-2 pitch. One ball, 2 strikes. Top of the second. Hutch has them loaded. Still nobody out. And the pitch. That is fouled back. So a good battle by Satori. Very warm and windy night here at the old ball yard. We've been very, very lucky this week. We've had temperatures very mild. about 10 to 12 degrees below normal. So now we're back to normal. 1-2. That's in the dirt. Rojas smothers it. And it's 2-2. That'll be, looks like we're going to have a visit from the mound. Coach Van Nieuwenhuizen out of the dugout while we have a minute. What do you say we have a little this day in baseball history? Let's go back to 1990. August the 8th, 1990, Pete Rose begins serving a 5-month sentence for tax evasion in Marion, Illinois federal work camp. So Pete goes to the slammer this day in 1990. So this day in baseball history brought to you by hookbats.com. Good wood for good hitters since 2005. Love him or hate him, does he belong in the Hall of Fame? If it's based on baseball, absolutely. If it's based on other things, then half the other guys need to be out. Just a thought. So there you have it. Conference is over. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Satori. I think he's one of the best hitters and the best hustle guys around, Pete Rose. And I think he belongs in there. So that'll do it for Luke Satori. He swings at a 58-footer, and there's one away. So here's Clayton Chadwick out of Sam Houston. "29 games for the Monarchs. He hit .415. That is into right field, caught by Costco. The runner tags, the throw is cut off. Monarchs now lead it 2-1. So Barber will score. And it'll be top of the order, Anthony McKenzie. Two to 1 Monarchs. A passing helicopter. McKenzie walked and scored in the first. He's also out of Sam Houston. And the first pitch misses wide, ball 1. Top half of the second, first and second, 2 away. One run across, 2-1 Hutch. That just missed inside. 2 balls and no strikes. Santa Barbara won 5-1 over Cheney earlier tonight. So Santa Barbara will have the day off tomorrow. That's inside, 3-0. Cheney will play the winner of this one. Three balls and no strikes. That's inside. That gets away. So they're loaded again. Fourth walk issued by Abraham De Leon. So with 2 outs, they're loaded. Here's Jack Segrist. Strikeout victim in the first. He's 0 for 1. He would certainly like to wipe that memory off the books with a bases loaded knock. And the pitch, off speed, in there at the belt, 0-1. We're live from X Stadium, Tyler Field, on the campus of Wichita State University, home of the Shockers. 9 Shocker players playing tonight. 0-1. That is into left field. That'll get down for a base hit. 1 run will score. They will hold the runner, and they're still loaded. So Segrist is 1 for 1 with an RBI. So Callahan will score. Stevens down to third. They held him. That'll bring up Tanner White. He'll be the 8th man to hit in the inning. He's 1 for 1 with an RBI. 3-1 Hutch. They're still loaded. First pitch is way outside. Still no activity in the Houston bullpen. One ball, no strikes to Tanner White out of OCC. That's Oklahoma Christian. That's upstairs, 2-0. Two balls, no strikes, bases are loaded. That is bounced foul. Hutch with 2 runs here in the frame. They lead at 3-1. We're down to 4. And the 2-1 is swung on and missed. 2-2. De Leon trying to get out of a mess. Two. Here it is. That's in the dirt, blocked nicely by Rojas. And it's full. Runners will be off with the pitch. Abraham De Leon going to try to win the battle. Three-two, De Leon with the sign. Here it is. That is foul back. Everybody will go back. Wind still gusting out to left. Count remains full. Bases are loaded. Everybody taking their time. Coming up on 9:30 Central Time. Here's a 3-2. And the pitch. That is into right field. Coming hard is Costco. And in and out of the glove. And White will be into third. So Costco overrun it just a little bit, tried to correct at the last second, in and out of his glove. To his credit, that is a very difficult play to make. The line drive hit right at you, and that's exactly what it was. So 3 runs will score. It's 6-1. So 4 RBIs for Tanner White tonight. That will be scored an error. And Coach Van Nieuwenhuizen out of the dugout, and that will be all. We'll tell you all about the new guy in just a minute. This is the 86th NBC World Series, powered by Evergy. We'll be back with the new pitcher right after this. And welcome back. Hutchinson has broken it wide open. They have, of course, scored 5 in the frame. New pitcher for Houston, it will be Michael Granson Jr., 6'1", 170-pounder out of Grambling State. He's from Missouri City, Texas. Made 2 appearances at Grambling this past spring, gave up 4 runs. So he will face Dylan Nedved. First pitch is in there for a strike. Nedved 0 for 1, popped up in the first. That swung on and missed. Nice change of pace. And Nedved in the hole 0-2. Runner at third base. That will be De Leon's responsibility. He leaves after an inning and 2/3. Gives up 6 runs and 4 hits, a strikeout, and 4 walks. 1 ball and 2 strikes to Dylan Nedved out of the University of Iowa. That is foul straight back. One and 2. Runner at third base. That is lined to the third baseman, De Leon, and that'll do it. So 9 men go to the plate for the Monarchs, and they score 5. Our new score after 1.5. Hutchinson 6 and the Houston Express 1. This is the 86th NBC World Series, powered by Evergy. We'll be right back. And welcome back to the home half of the second. Houston in a little bit of trouble. They trail the Monarchs 6-1. 7, 8, and 9 scheduled for the Express. It will be JoJo Barfield, Sanchez, and Jefferson. Stumfig faced 6 men in the first. He gave up a run and a couple of hits. Here's Barfield. First pitch swinging. Strike one. Out of Texas Western, hitting 167 in the series. And the 0-1 upstairs. 1 ball and 1 strike. One. That is bounced left side. McKenzie up with it over to first in time. So with one away, here's Juan Sanchez out of Texas Southern. He's having a nice tournament, 375. He's the designated hitter tonight. And the pitch upstairs. 1 ball and no strikes. And a 1-0 is swung through and missed. 1-1. That is through the right side for a base hit. So Juan Sanchez is aboard with 1 out. That'll bring up Miles Jefferson. Jefferson out of Odessa College. Hit .288 last spring in 32 games. .364 here in the tournament. And the pitch. That is in there. No balls and a strike, 1 out, runner at first. Not a big lead by Sanchez. And it's 0-2 now to Jefferson. Jefferson, the shortstop tonight. That is lifted to center. Sartori ranging over to his right in the gap. He'll get it. And there's 2 away. Top of the order now for Houston. It'll be Devon Gales. Doubled and scored in the first. He's out of Colorado State. Played in 8 games for Colorado State, hit .458. Takes a hack at the first one. He's down 0-1. No balls and a strike. 2 away. And the pitch. And that's going to hit him. So Gales will wear that one. And it's first and second, 2 away. Here's Jacob Gonzalez. Gonzalez 0 for 1, a strikeout victim in the first out of Houston Baptist. Two away, Houston threatening, runners at first and second. First pitch swinging, a bouncing ball to the third baseman. He will go to second and get him. And that'll do it for the Express. They will strand a couple. And we have played two. Score 6-1 Hutch. This is the 86th World Series powered by Evergy. We'll be right back. And welcome back. We go to the third. Friends, don't forget, MedZone Hand Sanitizers offers high-quality hand sanitizers for your office and home. MedZone Hand Sanitizers are non-sticky, smell great, and are effective. They help your office get the right sizes and amounts of hand sanitizers in a simple and convenient program for your office. MedZone is a proud supporter of collegiate baseball and the NBC World Series. Go to www.medzone.net to learn more on how MedZone can help your office with a custom hand sanitizer program. All righty, here we go. Top of the third. Hutch leads at 6-1. They sent 9 men to the plate last inning. It will be 5, 6, and 7. Barber, Callahan, and Stevens. Here's Taylor Barber. Granson out for inning number 2 of work. Barber out of Hutch. Singled and scored in the second. Stole a base. That's in there for a strike. It's 1-1. One ball, one strike. Top half of the third. All Hutch so far. They lead at 6-1. Barber hitting .336 in the Sunflower Collegiate League. Two balls and a strike. Swung on and missed. And it's 2-2. Barber hit .220 in 13 games last spring for the Blue Dragons. 2-2 is outside. It's full. Granson took over for Abraham De Leon, who went an inning and 2/3. (3-2). It's fouled away. Count remains 3-2, top of the third, 6-1 Hutch. Loser goes home. Winner plays Cheney tomorrow. 3-2. Swung on and missed. Nice location from Granson. And there's one away. With one out, here's Austin Callahan. He's also from Hutchinson Community College. Walked and scored in the second. First pitch to him inside, ball one. 286 in the league this summer. That is bounced foul, right side. Hit 3 homers this spring before they shut everything down in 18 games. Hit 273 for the Blue Dragons. Then the 1-1. Little change of pace, excuse me, swing, and Palsy gets it. And Granson is covering. And there's 2 away. Two down. Here's Garrett Stevens, the catcher out of Fort Hays. Walked and scored in the second. Hutch got 5 in the second, 1 in the first. They lead it 6-1. First pitch swinging, popped up, hit it a mile high. Gale's coming in. And we'll get it, and that'll do it. So Hutch goes in order. We have played 2.5. Score remains Hutchinson 6 and Houston 1. This is the 86th NBC World Series powered by Evergy. We'll be right back. And welcome back to the home half of the third. Express needs some runs in a hurry. They trail the Monarchs 6-1. Little boot scooting boogie at the ballpark. Nothing better than country music at the ballpark. Maybe it's just me, but I don't think rap has any place at the ballpark. Just my opinion. Send all your complaints to Kevin Jinks. 3, 4, and 5 for the Express. It'll be Costco, Rojas, and Palsy. Costco, a strikeout victim in the first. He's 0 for 1. And the pitch. Swung on and missed. Nice pitch by Stumpfig. Little change of pace. At 84, it's 0-2. 2 strikeouts on the night for Stumpfig. 1 walk. No balls, 2 strikes. That is lifted to center. Sartori right in his tracks. He will get it. And there's 1 away. One thing both of these pitchers get tonight is, well, at least Granson and Stumpfig get, is they understand this is a democratic process. They're going to pitch to contact. Both teams have phenomenal defenses. Here is Julian Rojas out of Alvin Community College. It is swung on and missed. Nice fastball at 85. Rojas 1 for 1 with an RBI in the first. Alvin, Texas, the home of Nolan Ryan for a while. The 0-1 is swung on or missed. 0-2. Can't even mention Nolan Ryan without thinking of the beatdown that he gave Robin Ventura. 0-2. That is foul back near our booth, but not quite high enough. That's a lesson to you. Don't mess with old people. No balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. And that is bounced to the right side. Segrist has got it. And that'll do it for Rojas. There's 2 away. Nolan Ryan used to throw a lot of pitches. I think at one time he threw 250 pitches in 1 inning. That would be about 16 starts these days. Here's Andrew Palsy. Walked in the first and was stranded. That is into left field. Wyatt coming hard, laying out. We won't get it, and it'll get by him. So over to get it is Sartori around second, headed to third. Here is the throw, and we'll be in there. We'll see how they're going to score that, a triple. So a 2-out triple for Palsy. He was coming around second, and he was not sure about going to third, but he found another gear and got in there. Here's Parker De Leon, 0 for 1 tonight. Flew out to left field in the first out of Texas Southern. Hitting a .133 in the tournament. Hit 187 in 21 games this last spring. 1 ball and no strikes. That's in there for a strike. Nice fastball at 92 from Stumfig. One and one, runner at third base. Little change of pace, misses low, 2-1. A lot more finesse going on with pitchers, a lot of pitches buried these days. 2-1. That is popped up right side. Callahan will go over and have a look, but it'll be 1 row back. Wichita State has provided netting all the way down those box seats on the first base side, which was very smart. Seen many a people, it's not very good grammar, but many folks have gotten hit by line drives over there with their head down. No worries of that anymore. 2 balls and 2 strikes to De Leon. That's in the dirt. Stevens smothered it. It's 3-2. Three balls, 2 strikes, 2 away. Palsy at third base with a 2-out triple. Stumfig trying to slam the door. That is in there at the belt. He'll watch it. So strikeout number 3 for Stumfig. Houston will leave a runner. We've played 3. Our score 6-1 Monarchs. This is the 86th World Series powered by Evergy. We'll be right back. And welcome back. We go to the fourth, 6-1 Hutch. A little low rider at the ballpark. 8-9-1 for the Monarchs. So Torrey, Chadwick, and McKenzie scheduled. Granson out for inning number 3. Granson has righted the ship for the Houston Express. First pitch is swung on and fouled straight back. Sartori 0 for 1, a strikeout victim in the second. He's out of Hutchinson Community College. Hit .261 for the Monarchs this summer. Off-speed pitch floats upstairs. And that swung on and missed. Nice change. Played 19 games for the Blue Dragons last spring and hit .455. And the 1-2 is lifted left side. De Leon down the line. He will go over to have a look. It'll be in the dugout. I wasn't quite sure where he was. He hit the wall pretty hard. That wall over there is just about belt high. Lost his hat and his glove. Had to hop over and get it. He might be going home, I'm not sure. Well, now he's coming back. So good hustle by De Leon at third base. That's a tough play to make. Gets a nice hand. One ball, 2 strikes to Luke Sartori, center fielder. And the 1-2. That is popped up right side this time. JoJo Barfield has a beat on it, and he'll get it. And there's one away. Here's a 9-hole man, Clayton Chadwick. Was credited with an RBI in the second. He's 0 for 1. Out of Sam Houston. Shows bunt, takes one high. May try to push one. Left-handed hitter, a bunt to the left side's a push, and to the right side it's a drag. 2 balls and no strikes. Monarchs hitting .272 as a team in the tournament. That's in the dirt. The umpire was bailing out on that one. It's 3-0. One game tomorrow night at 6 o'clock. Chadwick takes a strike. One, maybe 2 Monday night. We'll see. 3-1. That is in there for a strike. Chadwick was headed to first base. Three, two, one away, nobody on. That catches the inside corner, and he'll watch 3 of them. And there's 2 away. So the second strikeout of the ball game for Granson. He has yet to walk a man. Top of the order, here's Anthony McKenzie. 6-1 Monarchs. We're in the top of the 4th. And the first pitch right down the middle. Nice fastball at 85 from Granson. He's out of Grambling. No balls and a strike. 2 away. Almost hit him. Had to do a little dance to get out of the way. 1 ball, 1 strike. McKenzie out of Sam Houston. 2 walks, 2 runs scored. And it's 1-2. That is bounced foul left side. Booted by the first base coach. Getting a little gentle ribbing. Should have used 2 hands, coach. How many times have I heard that one? 1-2 inside. That's some nice late life on that pitch. It almost migrated across the inner half. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Anthony McKenzie. That is popped up left side. It'll be Jefferson. He will snag it, and that'll do it. Monarchs go in order. We have played 3.5. Score remains 6-1 Monarchs. This is the 86th NBC World Series, powered by Evergy. We'll be back. Hey, welcome back. We go to the bottom of the 4th. Express needs some runs. They trail the Monarchs 6-1. 7, 8, and 9 schedule will be JoJo Barfield, Sanchez, and Jefferson. Stumfig out for inning number 4. Couple of strikeouts and a walk. He's given up 1 run. Here is JoJo Barfield, 0 for 1 tonight, out of Texas Western. Actually, Texas Wesleyan. Can't read my own handwriting. And the first pitch is swung on and fouled back into the stands. No balls and a strike. That is to the left side. Nedved will have it. Over to first, makes it look easy. And there's 1 away. Not as sure-handed a shortstop as you'll see anywhere is Dylan Nedved. Here's Juan Sanchez out of Texas Southern. He's 1 for 1 tonight with a base hit in the second, but he was stranded. Designated hitter tonight, having a nice tournament. 375 in the tournament. One out, nobody on. That is popped foul out of play. Sanchez, a designated hitter tonight. He's down on the count of 1-1. Everybody's sitting down in the Hutch bullpen. There's some milling around in the Houston bullpen. No balls and a strike. Just missed outside. It's 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Here it is. That is fisted left side and foul. One game tomorrow. 1, maybe 2 on Monday will be done. Certainly have enjoyed my time here. Tomorrow night will be my last ball game. Appreciate everyone's patience and tuning in. 1-2 now to Juan Sanchez. Wind still blowing hard out to the left. 10 o'clock Central Time. That is just over the reach of Nedved at short and into center field. And a 1-out hit for Sanchez. He is 2 for 2. So with 1 out, here will be Miles Jefferson. Jefferson, the shortstop out of Odessa College. First one up and in. Hit .288 in 32 games last spring. That's low and away. That's 2 balls and no strikes. Jefferson, the shortstop tonight, hits with a runner on and 1 out. That is popped up left side. Looks like it'll be Nedved. He will get it, and there's 2 away. Two away, top of the order. Here's Devon Gales. He is 1 for 1 with a hit by pitch. Doubled in the first and scored the only run. He's out of Colorado State. And the first pitch in there low. Played 8 games for the Rams last spring, hit .458. Pretty good lead over there at first. That's upstairs. 2 balls and no strikes. Home half of the 4th, 6-1 Monarchs. Ryan Stumvig out of Wichita State has settled in nicely after the first. Faced 6 men in the first. In there for a strike. 2-1. Two balls and a strike. It's fouled back. Boy, he had a healthy cut at that. Gale's hitting .471 in the tournament. He was hit by a pitch in the second. Doubled in the first. Here's the 2-2. That is up the middle. Gloved by Segrist. And the flip to Nedved a little bit too high. That'll be a base hit. So first and second, 2 outs. That would have been a fantastic play. Segrist got to it and tried to flip it with his glove, but it was just a bit high. And it's first and second, 2 away. Here's Jacob Gonzalez. Struck out in the first, reached on a fielder's choice in the second. He's 0 for 2 out of Houston Baptist. And the pitch. High hopper to the third baseman. That'll be McKenzie. He'll get it over to first, and that'll do it. So the Express will strand a couple. We have played 4. Our score remains Monarchs 6, Express 1. This is the 86 World Series powered by Evergy. We'll be right back. And we go to the 5th. 2, 3, and 4 for Hutch, Segrist, White, and Nedved scheduled. Granson, since coming in the second, has been a dominant force. Here's Segrist. He's 1 for 2, singled in the second and scored. And was credited with an RBI, strikeout victim in the first. He's out of Wichita State. And the first pitch from Granson just a bit high, and it's 1-0. De Leon went inning and 2/3, gave up 6 runs on 4 hits. That's in there for a strikeout, leaving it up 1 ball and 1 strike. Six to 1 Monarchs. It misses outside, 2-1. Two balls and a strike. That's in the dirt. 3-1. It's in there at the knees. It's 3-2. Three balls, 2 strikes. That is into right field. Costco coming hard near the line. He won't get there. And foul. Three balls, 2 strikes. Top of the 5th. Monarchs got 1 in the first, 5 in the second. Been quiet in the 3rd and 4th. They went in order in the 4th. Granson has equalized the Monarchs. Here's the 3-2. And it's high and away. He'll walk him. First walk issued by Granson. So Segrist is aboard. Nobody out. Here's Tanner White. One for 2 tonight. Was credited with 3 RBIs in the second when the ball was misplayed by Costco. Singled in the first. He's out of Oklahoma Christian. Throw over. Pretty good shot there by Granson. Segrist with a pretty good lead over there. And that's in there for a strike. Fastball at 83. No balls and one strike. Nobody out. Top of the fifth. Some throwing now in the Houston bullpen. Can't see who it is. That is low. 1 ball and 1 strike. I need some of those Frank Martinez binoculars. One ball, 1 strike. Segrist goes. Throw down, not even close. It's into center field. So a stolen base and an error, and Segrist is at third base with nobody out. Jack picked a good pitch to run on. It was off speed and low, and Rojas did everything he could to handle it. So 2 balls and a strike now to Tanner White. Hutchison looking to add to their lead. And that is cued foul left side. That runs it to 2 balls and 2 strikes. Still nobody out. So a leadoff walk to Segrist. May come back to haunt Granson. We'll see. Here's a 2-2. That is in there. Nice slider. Very tight spiral. And broke it off nicely. And there's 1 away. Third strikeout of the ball game for Granson. Here is Dylan Nedved. Hitless tonight, 0 for 2. Actually a fly out and a line out. Off-speed pitch is popped up right side. And it will be J.J. Barfield in shallow right, and he'll get it. Segrist down the line a bit, almost daring him to make a throw. And there's 2 away. So Nedved 0 for 3. Here's Taylor Barber. 1 for 2, a run scored. Stolen base and a strikeout. So Granson trying to strand that runner over at third base. 2 away now. Barber, the designated hitter. Off-speed pitch misses high. Ball 1. Santa Barbara won the first one tonight, 5-1 over Cheney. So they will have the day off tomorrow. And the 1-0 misses wide.
Good evening, baseball fans. Untitled Chapter.
Two balls, no strikes, 2 outs. That is a 1 hopper to Jefferson. He stays with it over to first, and that'll do it. So Granson gets out of a mess. He strands a leadoff walk, and that'll do it for Hutch. We've played 4.5. Score remains 6-1 Monarchs. This is the 86th NBC World Series, powered by Evergy. We'll be right back. And welcome back. We're to the home half of the fifth. Monarchs 6, Express 1. 3, 4, and 5 for Houston. Costco, Rojas, and Palsy schedule. Stumfig out for inning number 5. Still no activity in the Hutch bullpen. Everybody just kind of sitting around down there, and as they should. Here's Court Costco, 0 for 2. And he takes one low and away, ball 1. He's out of Alvin Community College, hitting .375 for the tournament. Strikeout victim in the first, flew out in the third. 1 ball, no strikes. Here it is. That is fisted down the right field line and foul ground, giving chase as Callahan. He won't get there. And it's 1-1. Hot, steamy, humid night here at the ballpark. Temperature still around 88 degrees. Heat index around 95. Wind blowing out to left. 1-1. That is low and away. Stevens tried to pull that up just a smidge. (2-1). Express hitting .287 as a team in the tournament. 2-1 is ripped foul. Wow. That was into the Houston dugout in a hurry. Two balls and 2 strikes. Home half of the fifth, 6-1 Monarchs. 2-2. Slow roller to the right side, kind of fuzzy. And just gets by Stumfig. By the time Segras gets there, Costco runs very well, beat it out, and that'll be a base hit. So you couldn't have placed it any better than that. Stumfig gets it. He has him by half a mile, but here is Julian Rojas, 1 for 2 tonight out of Alvin Community College. Swings at the first one, and he's down on the count 0-1. Nice crowd on hand. Coming up on 10:30 Central Time. That's in there at the knees, and it's 0-2. Pretty good location from Stumfig. Not a big lead over there by Costco. That swung on and missed. He was fooled on the pitch. Gets a piece. Stevens holds on. And that's strikeout number 3. 1 away. Here's Andrew Palsy. 1 for 1 with a walk. Tripled in the third. Runner at first base. That is Costco. He swings through an off-speed pitch. And it's 0-1. Express giving up 4.2 runs per game. They have blown by that tonight. And it's swung on and missed, blocked by Stevens. Keeps it in front. And it's 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes. And the pitch. That is a fastball at the knees at 92, and he'll watch it. And that is strikeout number 4 for Stumfig. 2 away. So Parker DeLeon now with 2 outs out of Texas Southern. He's hitless, 0 for 2. And the pitch bounced right side. That'll get through for a base hit. Everybody will move up 90 feet. So De Leon, his first hit of the night, he's 1 for 3. So first and second with 2 away. That'll bring up JoJo Barfield. Barfield out of Texas Wesleyan. Hitless tonight, 0 for 2. Couple of bounce outs to the left side. He's hitting a $167 at the start of the day in the tournament. Stumpig in a little bit of trouble. First and second. And that's just outside. Pretty good velocity at 92. Home half of the 5th, 2 away. Express got their only run in the first. That is fouled away. One ball, one strike, first and second. Monarchs trying to get off the field without any damage. That is into center field. So Torrey will come up with it. They will send the runner. Here is the throw to the plate. Safe. Wow. Very, very close. Fantastic throw by Satori. Threw a nice one-hopper to Stevens. Looked like the throw beat him there. But a base hit and RBI for JoJo Barfield. So it's now a 6-2 ball game. So De Leon stops at second base. That throw went through, so I'm trying to figure out why he's not at third. But here's Juan Sanchez. He's been a tough out, 2 for 2 today out of Texas Southern. So runners at first and second. Off-speed pitch in there for a strike. So 3 base hits in the ball game and a couple of strikeouts. Here's the 0-1. Fastball is fisted. And a nice catch by a fan in the club seats. So Stevens out to talk to him. It's 0-2. What other sports do you have so many things going on at one time? In basketball, if the ball goes in the stands, you don't get to keep it. Just an observation. About all I can come up with at 10:30 at night. 0-2 is outside. Pretty good 0-2 pitch. Good take there by Sanchez. That's a tough pitch to lay off of. That's a nasty slider. One ball, 2 strikes. Stumpig trying to get out of it with no more damage. That is in there for a call strike, a fastball. at 87, and that'll do it for the Express. They're going to strand a couple, but they get one. We've played 5. Our new score, Monarchs 6 and the Express 2. This is the 86th World Series, powered by Evergy. We'll be right back. And welcome back. We go to the 6th. It's time for me to remind you that MedZone is the official hand sanitizer of the NBC World Series. MedZone supplies all the teams and the coaches with World Series swag bag of sports medicine products. They are a proud supporter of college baseball and the NBC World Series. Go to www.medzone.net to learn more. Houston gets one. Our new score 6-2. So Hutch will have 6, 7, and 8. It'll be Callahan, Stevens, and Sartori. Six runs, 4 hits for the Monarchs, 2 runs, and 9 hits for the Express. Here's Austin Callahan out of Hutchinson Community College. He is 0 for 1 with a walk and a run scored in the second. First one inside, ball 1. Michael Granson Jr. still doing a fantastic job since he came in the second. He has yet to give up a run to the Monarchs. And that is ripped a mile high. Barfield going out, Costco coming in, and it will be Gonzalez. So some pretty good communication out there on a ball hit a mile high, and there's one away. Here's the catcher, Garrett Stevens. 0 for 1 with a walk, scored in the second. Hutch got 5 in the second, 1 in the first. Been quiet ever since. Off-speed pitch gets away from him upstairs. Ball 1. Stevens hit .267 in league play. That is wide. Ball 2. 2 balls and no strikes. And it's 2-1. Two-1 is in the dirt and will make the backstop. 3 balls and a strike. 1 out, nobody on. 3 strikeouts for Granson. 1 walk. And that's walk number 2. So a 1-out walk to the catcher, Stevens. That'll bring up the center fielder, Sartori. Sartori 0 for 2, a strikeout victim in the second, flew out in the fourth. He's out of Hutchinson Community College. Hit .261 this past season for the Monarchs. And the pitch is outside. So Granson struggling with a little bit of command here in the 6th. Disposed of Callahan pretty quickly, but walks Stevens. Now he's behind to Luke Satori. And the 1-0's upstairs. So that's about 6 out of the zone. And Coach Van Nieuwenhuizen out of the dugout while we have a chance. Let's have a little this day in baseball history. What do you say? That's what we can find here. Let's go back to August the 8th, 1988. That's a good year. I was married that year, by the way. The initial Major League night game at Wrigley Field is rained out, and the first official game under the lights is played the next day with the Bruins downing the Mets 64. That was kind of weird. So, first night game in history at Wrigley Field is rained out. So, this day in baseball history brought to you by hookbats.com. Good wood for good hitters since 2005. So, Coach V is done talking. He's back in the dugout. It's 2 balls and no strikes to Satori. It's hard to believe they've been playing night baseball there for over 30 years. Two balls, no strikes. That's upstairs, 3-0. There's some activity in the Houston bullpen. 3-0. That's right down the middle. Three-one, 1 out, a runner at first. That misses away. Back-to-back walks issued by Granson. And it's first and second with 1 out. So here's Clayton Chadwick. He's still looking for that first base hit of the night. He's 0 for 2, but was credited with a RBI in the second. He's out of Sam Houston. And he takes a healthy hack at the first one. He comes up empty, 0-1. McKenzie's next. No balls and a strike. That is ripped foul right side, and it's 0-2. So Chadwick wasn't fooled much on that one. First and second. Callahan led off and flew out, followed by walks to Stevens and Satori. You're up to date. No balls and 2 strikes now to Chadwick. Oh, 2. Popped up, and that'll get out of play. Left side. Six to 2 Monarchs were in the top of the 6th. And the pitch almost hit him. And it's 1-2. 1-2. Off-speed pitch floats away. It's 2-2. So both the 0-2 and the 1-2 not even close. First and second, Monarchs trying to get that run back. Express got one in the first and another one in the fifth. 2-2. That is ripped, but foul down the right side. Ball was hit a long ways. Chadwick with a couple of healthy hacks. 2-2. That got him. Or did it get him? I guess it didn't get him. I don't know how that missed him, but it did. Count full, 3-2. Granson was ahead 0-2. Chadwick has run it to full with one out. Here it is. That's inside. He'll walk him, and they're full. So 3 walks in a row, and that'll load them up. And that's going to be all. Coach Van Nieuwenhuizen out of the dugout. And that'll be all for Granson. We'll tell you all about the new pitcher when we come back in just a moment. And welcome back. Houston will go to the bullpen again. This will be the third pitcher of the night. They will go to Davian Calhoun, 6 foot, 185 pounder out of Houston, Texas, North Lake Community College. So he'll be called upon with a bases loaded mess with one out. So Calhoun, a right-hander out of North Lake. Five innings of work in this NBC World Series. He's given up 5 hits, 3 runs, all earned. a walk, and 4 strikeouts. So top of the order now for the Monarchs to have them loaded. Here's Anthony McKenzie. He is 0 for 1, a couple of walks and a couple of runs scored. Has a chance to break this thing wide open right here. And the pitch, that is to the left side. Up with it is Jefferson over to first. He got him. Wow! What a play by Jefferson going to his right, and just gets enough on it to get McKenzie, but 1 run does score. Everybody else will move up, and there's 2 away. It's about as good a play as I've seen in a while. Here's Jack Segrist. 1 for 2 with a walk. Drove in a run and scored in the second. 7-2 now. Swings through a changeup. It's 0-1. Two away now, second and third. No balls and a strike. And the pitch. It's swung on and fouled back. Oh-2 now to Segrist out of Wichita State. Hit .273 this season in the Sunflower Collegiate League. And that's in the dirt. That'll get away from Rojas. A run will score. So the wild pitch scores Satori. It's 8-2. Chadwick down to third. 1 ball and 2 strikes now to Segrist. Here it is. That is fouled back. It looked like a fastball at 83. One and 2. That's just a bit up and away. Good take there by Segrist. It's 2-2. That was a great 1 and 2 pitch from Calhoun. Second appearance in the tournament. 2-2, swung on and he got him. So Calhoun comes out and slows the bleeding a bit. We've played 5.5. Hutch gets a couple. Our new score, 8-2 Monarchs. This is the 86th NBC World Series, powered by Evergy. We'll be right back. And welcome back. We go to the home half of the sixth. New pitcher for the Monarchs, number 34, Cody Farmer, left-hander out of Jones, Oklahoma. 6'6", 210 out of Hutchinson Community College. He will take over for Ryan Stumfig. He goes 5, gives up 2 runs, 9 hits, 4 strikeouts, and a walk. So 9-1-2 for the Express. They got 1 in the first and 1 again in the 5th, and they trail the Monarchs 8-2. Here's Miles Jefferson, hitless, 0 for 2. And is upstairs. Farmer with 6 appearances this past summer. That is bounced back through the middle, but Nedved is there. He'll get it. And there's 1 away. Actually, that went off of Farmer. So the old 1-6-3 put out. And there's 1 out, top of the order. So 6 appearances for Farmer. 6 innings of work. Walked 5, struck out 14. And an ERA of 1.50 and a record of 1-1. And the first pitch to Gales is in there for a strike. He's had a great game. He's 2 for 2 with a hit by pitch, a run scored. Doubled in the first, singled in the 4th. And he's hit again. So with 1 out, Donovan Gales decided to wear 1. Here is Jacob Gonzalez. Farmer made 6 appearances for Hutchinson Community College. And the first pitch to Jacob Gonzalez swung on and missed. Made 6 appearances and had a 3.95 ERA. So pretty good numbers for Farmer this past spring. Gonzalez out of Houston Baptist. He reached on a fielder's choice in the second. He's 0 for 3. 8-2 Monarchs, home half of the 6th. Loser goes home. Winner plays Cheney tomorrow. That is swung on and fouled back 0-2. Oh, 2 bounce left side. McKenzie will get it on the in-between hop over to second. It'll just get him. That's all they'll have time for. Kind of a high hopper. Gales is retired, and there's 2 away. So here's Court Costco, the right fielder. He's 1 for 3, singled and scored in the 5th. He's out of Alvin Community College. And the pitch. That's in there for a strike. Good start by Farmer. Here's the 0-1. That is bounced foul into the Houston dugout. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 away, runner at first base. That is Gonzalez. He reached on the fielder's choice. Pretty good lead, runner goes. Swung on and missed, and that'll do it for the Express. We've played 6. Our score remains Hutchinson 8 and the Houston Express 2. This is the 86th World Series powered by Evergy. We'll be right back. And to the top of the 7th we go. Welcome back. It'll be 3, 4, and 5 for the Monarchs. White, Nedved, and Barber scheduled. Here is Tanner White. Calhoun out for inning number 2 since coming in the 6th. Third pitcher of the night for Houston. The first one is outside, ball 1. White 1 for 3. 3 RBIs in the second. It's 2 balls and no strikes. Singled in the first, struck out in the 5th. That is ripped foul down the right side. Two 2-1. Off-speed pitch is upstairs, and it's 3 balls and a strike. Calhoun not happy with that one. Here's a 3-1. That is to the right side, snagged by JoJo Barfield. He gets up and throws, not in time. That ball was headed to center field. Barfield laid out for it. By the time he got up to throw, it was too late. So a base hit for Wyatt, his second of the ball game. And he's aboard, nobody out. Here is Dylan Nedved. 0 for 3 tonight. If you'd have told me 3 hours ago he was going to 0 for 3, I'd tell you it's crazy. I've never seen it before. Guess it happens sometimes, but he's been a very steady player. Hit .373 this past summer. First one is upstairs, ball 1. He's out of the University of Iowa. That is lifted to center. Gonzalez will come in a few steps and get it. And Nedved's 0 for 4. With 1 out, here's Taylor Barber. One for 3 and scored in the second. Also stole a base. Pretty good lead over there by White. And the pitch. That's right down the middle. Strike 1. No balls and a strike, 1 away. Runner at first. Leadoff base hit by White. That is cued foul right side. Coming up on 11 p.m. Central Time, still a good crowd. 8-2 Monarchs. Houston Express trying to stop the bleeding. Here's the 0-2. That just missed low and away, 1-2. Pretty good take there by Taylor Barber. One and 2. And missed outside. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Calhoun going to nibble. Two. Tried to take a little off. Just got a piece of it. Winner plays tomorrow at 6 o'clock. 2-2. And it's fouled away, so Barber putting up a good battle. Here's the 2-2. Runner goes. Pitch is low, and the throw not in time. So a good pitch to run on. Wyatt picked a nice off-speed pitch. He's down to second base with one out. Count goes to full to Taylor Barber. He had a nice summer, hit .336 in the Sunflower. And the pitch. Inside, and he walked him. First walk issued by Calhoun. And it's first and second with one out. That'll bring up Austin Callahan. First baseman out of Hutchinson Community College. Walked and scored in the second. He's 0 for 2. Monarchs got 1 in the first, 5 in the second, and 2 in the sixth. And the pitch in there for a strike at the knees. Pretty good location from Calhoun, and it's 0-1. Calhoun going to step off and regroup. He's ready. Very, very warm night. 0-1. Runner goes and throw down. He's out by a mile. So Wyatt is caught stealing. And there's 2 away. Runner at first base, that's Barber. And that's in the dirt. Blocked nicely by Rojas, but down to second base on the wild pitch is Taylor Barber. Eight to 2 Monarchs. 2 away. And that's in the dirt again. Rojas has done a job back there. He's been a wall. Callahan hit .286 in the Sunflower this last summer. Hitting .200 at the start of the day in the tournament. 2-2 now. That is ripped to right field. Looking up and gone. So a 2-run homer for Austin Callahan. And that breaks it wide open. It's 10-2 now, Hutchinson. That ball got out of here in a hurry. That was a line drive. He got all of it. So that'll make it 10-2 Hutch. Damage done with 2 outs. So here is Garrett Stevens. 0 for 1, a couple of walks, couple runs scored. Off speed is upstairs. Costco took a couple of steps and watched it go out. And the 1-0 in there for a strike. And 1-1. And that's swung on and missed. And that goes to 1-2. One ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Base is empty. That is popped foul. 1-2. That is back to the box. Calhoun snags it. He'll flip to first, and that'll do it. But the damage has been done. Hutch gets 2, and we played 6.5. 10-2 Monarchs. This is the 86th NBC World Series powered by Evergy. We'll be back. And we go to the home half of the 7th. Houston, Texas Express is in some trouble. They need at least one to keep this thing going. 4, 5, and 6 for the Express. Rojas, Palsy, and De Leon. Farmer out for inning number 2. That is fouled away. It's 1-1. Rojas 1 for 3. Singled in the first and was credited with an RBI. Struck out in the 5th. And bounced out in the 3rd. He's out of Alvin Community College. Takes upstairs. 2 balls and a strike. (2-1) in the dirt. And it's 3 balls and a strike. So a new baseball for Farmer. Pretty sure that one was defective. Winner plays tomorrow at 6 o'clock. 3-1 is up and away, and he'll walk him. So a leadoff walk to Rojas. So here's Palsy. One for 2, tripled in the 3rd, walked in the 1st, struck out in the 5th. He is out of Western Kentucky, hitting 200 at the start of the day. So a left-on-left matchup. We'll see if Farmer can get a double play ball. And that's up and in. 1 ball and no strikes. And that is bounced to the right side. Over to second for 1, back to first, not in time. So a good play by Callahan at first, charged it, got it on the big hop, threw a dart to Nedved, back to first, not in time, but the lead man is erased. And there's 1 away. Here is Parker De Leon, 1 for 3 with a strikeout out of Texas Southern. Runner at first base, not a big lead. Can't afford to get picked off in this situation. Wind continues to blow out hard, very warm night. And the first pitch, nice pitch. Fastball at 86 from Farmer, and it's 0-1. That's in the dirt, smothered nicely by Stevens. Express needs at least one to keep this thing going. One ball, one strike, one out. And that is an off-speed pitch that gets away from Stevens. That'll be a pass ball. Two balls and a strike. Runner at second base, one out. Two one. Swung on and missed. Nice fastball from Farmer. It's 2-2. Two balls, two strikes. Palsy at second base. And the pitch. That is bounced foul. It looked like ball three. De Leon fought it off. Singled in the fifth. Two. That is in the dirt. Actually, that didn't even make it to the dirt. That still hit in the green part of the field. Stevens played it off his face mask. And it's 3-2. So Farmer making it quite a bit harder than it ought to be. Three-two. That's in the dirt, and he'll walk him. So it looks like we're going to have a mound visit. While we're doing that, let's have a little This Day in Baseball History, see what we can find. Kind of a downer, but this day in baseball history, August the 8th, 2002, after years of heel dragging, Major League Baseball finally requires mandatory testing for steroids beginning in 2003. So steroid testing began on this day, August the 8th in 2002. Told you it was a downer, but it was short. This Day in Baseball History brought to you by hookbats.com. Good wood for good hitters since 2005. Umpire out to break it up. So Farmer has walked a couple here in the inning. So runners at the corners. Here's JoJo Barfield. See if Farmer can wiggle out of it. And that one's in the dirt. Ten to 2 Monarchs. Here's the 1-0 right down the middle at 87. One ball, one strike, and one away. Runners at the corners. It's just a bit low. Farmer needs a strikeout in the worst way, or a double play ball. 2-1. Runner goes. That is to Nedved over to second, not in time. Back to first, not in time. A run will score. So the runner was going, really didn't have much of a play at second base. So the leadoff walk will come home to roost. And it's 10-3. So out of the dugout is the Hutchinson manager. They're going to talk about the slide into second base. But it's 10-3. All the Monarchs had to do was to get 3 outs and they would have been headed home. But we got another one in us at least. The Hutchinson contingent giving their feedback. So first and second. And still just 1 out. And the pitch is outside. Ten to 3 Monarchs. That is into right field. Chadwick is there. He's got it. Not deep enough for a tag. They're 2 away. So 2 walks in the inning have hurt the Monarchs. Here's Miles Jefferson. 0 for 3 tonight out of Odessa College. Runners at first and second. And the pitch popped up right side. Chadwick comes in a few steps. He'll get it. And that'll do it. But the Express get 1. We continue. Our new score, Monarchs 10, Express 3. We'll be right back. And welcome back. We go to the top of the 8th. Express gets one in the bottom of the 7th. It's 10-3 Hutch. New pitcher for Houston, Cameron Vigi. He will take over. This will be his 3rd appearance in the tournament. 5 innings of work, 5 hits, 2 runs all earned. A 3.60 ERA. First pitch is bounced to the right side. That's Sartori. And Barfield has it for out number 1. So here's Clayton Chadwick. Chadwick 0 for 2 tonight. A walk, a strikeout, was credited with an RBI in the 2nd. He's out of Sam Houston. And the pitch shows bunt and takes a strike, 0-1. Top 8, 10-3 Monarchs. And the pitch, that is bounced right side. JoJo's there. He's got it over to first in time. And 2 up and 2 down for the Monarchs here in the 8th. Two-way top of the order here is Anthony McKenzie. 0 for 2, a couple of walks, couple of runs scored. Had a nice season, hit .331 in the Sunflower Collegiate League. And the pitch, just a bit wide, and it's 1-0. VG out of Texas Wesleyan. He graduated in 2019. That's bounce left side. De Leon on a hop. Nice play over to first, and he got him. So the Monarchs go quietly in order in the 8th. We go to the bottom. 10-3 Hutch. This is the 86th NBC World Series, powered by Evergy. We'll be back. And we go to the home half of the 8th. New arm for the Hutchinson Monarchs. It'll be their 3rd arm of the evening. They'll go to number 33, Treyton Randall. Out of Hutchinson Community College, 16 and a third innings of work this summer. Gave up 14 hits, 8 runs, 7 earned. He was 3-0 with a 3.86 ERA. Top of the order for the Express, 1, 2, and 3. Donovan Gales swings through the first one, strike 1. It'll be Gales, Gonzalez, and Costco. 10-3 Monarchs. That is swung on and missed. And it's 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes. That is outside. That is to the first baseman. Callahan will get it himself. And they're 2-1 away. That'll bring up Jacob Gonzalez. He is hitless tonight, 0 for 4. And the first one is ripped through the left side for a base hit. So Gonzalez is aboard with one away. Randall had no collegiate experience last spring. He will head back to Hutchinson Community College. One away runner at first base. Here is Court Costco. That is in there. A nice fastball at 90 at the knees. And it's 0 balls and a strike. Here's the 0-1. Just missed outside. Pretty good spot. And it's 1-1. Stumfig went 5 innings. He was a starter, gave up a couple of runs on 9 hits. Farmer pitched the 6th and the 7th, gave up 1 run. That is to the shortstop. Nedved up with it over to second for 1 back to first. Then they turn it. So the Monarchs turn it, and that'll do it for the Express. We have played 8. Our score 10-3 Monarchs. This is the 86 World Series powered by Evergy. We'll be back. And welcome back. We go to the 9th. I just want to remind everybody that MedZone Hand Sanitizer is the official hand sanitizer of the NBC World Series. Non-sticky, smells great, and is effective. Proud supporters of collegiate baseball and the NBC World Series. Go to www.medzone.net to learn more about American-made hand sanitizers for home and office. So we go to the 9th, and Monarchs lead at 10-3. It'll be 2, 3, and 4 for Hutch. Segrist, Wyatt, and Nedved scheduled. Here is Segrist. He's 1 for 3, a run scored in the 2nd, stole a base in the 5th. And was credited with an RBI. First pitch swinging, soft liner, 1 hopper to Jefferson. He comes across and gets him in time. So a good play by Jefferson. Thought that was a soft liner, but apparently that was a 1 hopper. Nonetheless, Segrist is retired. There's 1 away. Here's Tanner White out of Oklahoma Christian. He's 2 for 4. Caught stealing in the 7th. Did steal a base in the 7th, but was caught stealing going to 3rd. And the 0-1. That is squirted foul left side. And it's 0-2. Cameron Vigi working the 9th. He came in the 8th. And faced the minimum. No balls, 2 strikes. That misses inside. 1-2. 1 away, nobody on. Here's the 1-2. Took a little off. And Tanner Wyatt just cues it into the left side. Wyatt out of Oklahoma Christian. Hit .263 this summer. Here's a 1-2. That is ripped foul left side. Count remains 1 ball and 2 strikes. One away, nobody on. That's inside, almost hit him. And it's 2-2. Fooled on the pitch. Dug out by Rojas. He'll throw it to first anyway. And there are 2 away. Well, that was a filthy slider from Vigi. And there's 2 away. His second strikeout of the ball game. That'll bring up Dylan Nedved. 0 for 4 tonight out of the University of Iowa. He's played a steady shortstop. First pitch to him. A slider in the inside corner, 0-1. Santa Barbara won the first one, 5-1 over Cheney. So the winner of this one gets Cheney tomorrow at 6 o'clock. That is through the left side for a base hit. So Nedved collects his first hit of the evening. He's aboard with 2 away. So here's Taylor Barber. Walked last time up and scored. He is 1 for 3 with a strikeout in the 3rd. Singled in the 2nd, stole a base. Big lead over there by Nedved. Runs very well. And that is squirted foul right side. That'll make the seats. No balls and a strike, 2 away. Nedved aboard at first base. That is swung on and missed. Nice fastball at 91 from Vigi. And it's 0-2. So Barber in the hole, 0-2. Vigi trying to get out of it. Here it is. And that is on the outside corner. Look like a changeup at 80 miles an hour. And Barber will watch it, and that'll do it for the Monarchs. They strand 1. And we go to the bottom of the 9th. 10-3 Hutch. This is the 86th NBC World Series, powered by Evergy. We'll be right back. And we go to the bottom of the ninth. Last chance for Houston. They trail it 10-3. Little go Johnny go here at the ballpark. Haven't heard that since, gosh, I can't remember that young man that played here at Wichita State. His name was Johnny Coy, I believe was his name. Played that every time he came up. I suspect he was probably sick of that. 4, 5, and 6 for the Express. It'll be Rojas, Palsy, and De Leon. Julian Rojas, 1 for 4 tonight. Actually 1 for 3 with a walk. And it's 2 balls and no strikes. Looks like Treyton Randall will get the nod for the ninth. And that is skied to left. Wyatt going back near the track, looking up, and gone. So a big league homer for Julian Rojas, and it's 10-4. That ball was hit about as high as it was long. So that'll bring up Andrew Palsy. Seven hits for the Monarchs, 11 for the Express. 10-4 Monarchs. Here's Andrew Palsy. Reached on a fielder's choice and scored in the 7th. Tripled in the 3rd. That has popped up to left. Wyatt a few steps to his left. He'll get it, and there's one away. Here's Parker De Leon with 1 out of Texas Southern. 1 for 3 with a walk and a strikeout. Takes the first one inside, ball 1. 1 out, bottom of the 9th. 10-4 ball game thanks to Julian Rojas. That is bounced foul off his foot, actually. Looks like he's going to shake it off. One. It's just inside. 2 balls and a strike. And that misses low and away. 3-1. 3 balls, 1 strike, 1 out. We'll see if he can get healthy. That is swung on and missed. So 3-2 now to De Leon. Third baseman tonight. It's been busy. Here's the 3-2. Swung on and missed, and he got him. The first strikeout of the ball game for Randall, and there's 2 away. So Houston down to their final out. Here is JoJo Barfield. Singled in the 5th, was credited with an RBI. He's 1 for 4. Out of Texas Wesleyan. And the pitch. That is bounced foul left side. Wasn't too fooled on that one. Juan Sanchez will be next if JoJo was to reach. And the pitch. That is bounced foul about the same place. So a couple of good swings from JoJo. We'll see what Randall comes up with. You come back with a fastball, or do you change him up? Or do you bury one? We'll see. Stay tuned. Here's the 0-2. Off-speed pitch swung through and missed, and that will do it. That's your ball game. And here's your totals for the Monarchs. 10 runs, 7 hits, no errors. For the Houston, Texas Express, 4 runs, 11 hits, and 2 errors. The win will go to Stumfig. De Leon will be credited with the loss. The Houston, Texas Express will finish the tournament 3-2. So good tournament for Houston, but they are done. So tomorrow, Cheney and Hutchinson will square off at 6 o'clock. Again, your final, Monarchs 10 and the Express 4. I'm Todd Hook. Good night, everybody.